Step right up, ladies, to the greatest show on earth. No, not the circus, but the exhilarating world of dating. Today we're not just talking about any ordinary dating advice. We're delving deep into the forbidden realm of the types of men that a Sigma female should run from faster than a cheetah chasing its prey. Picture this: a dating landscape filled with more twists and turns than a roller coaster ride, where the wrong choice can leave you feeling like you've stumbled into a real-life horror movie. But fear not, my intrepid readers, for we're here to shine a spotlight on those charming yet perilous personas that a Sigma female should avoid like a plague of locusts at a summer picnic. So grab your popcorn, hold on to your hats, and prepare to embark on a whirlwind journey through the types of men that a Sigma female should bid adieu to faster than you can say, "Swipe left." Welcome to the dating disaster circus. Let the spectacle begin. Number 1. The control freak. The control freak. The guy who thinks he's the director of your life's movie and you're just an extra in his blockbuster production. Dating him is like signing up for a role in a never-ending episode of The Truman Show, where he's Jim Carrey and you're stuck in a never-ending loop of his control freak antics. He's the type who insists on planning every date down to the minute, from what you'll wear to where you'll eat, and even what time you'll go to bed. Forget spontaneity. With him, it's like living in a scripted reality TV show where every move is choreographed to perfection. He's like a human GPS, constantly recalculating your route to fit his agenda. You suggest going left, he insists on going right. You want to take a detour, he's already mapped out the fastest way to get back on track. It's like being trapped in a car with an overbearing navigation system that refuses to let you take the scenic route. He's the king of unsolicited advice, offering his opinion on everything from your career choices to your hairstyle. "I think you should do it this way," he says, as if his way is the only way. It's like having a backseat driver who won't shut up, even when you know exactly where you're going. He's like a control ninja, stealthily infiltrating every aspect of your life until you feel like you're living in a dictatorship disguised as a relationship. You try to assert your independence, but he's always one step ahead, pulling the strings like a puppet master. But fear not, my fellow Sigma females, for you are the masters of your own destiny. You refuse to be controlled by anyone, least of all a control freak who thinks he knows what's best for you. So as you navigate the treacherous waters of the dating world, remember to steer clear of the control freaks and embrace your independence with pride. After all, life's too short to let someone else dictate your every move. Number 2. The drama king. Miladies, he's the guy who turns every minor inconvenience into a full-blown soap opera. Dating him is like starring in your own reality TV show, where every episode is titled Drama, Drama, Drama. He's got a talent for turning molehills into mountains. Forget about a calm, peaceful evening. He'll find a way to turn a spilled drink into a 3-act tragedy. "You never listen to me!" he'll shout, as if a knocked-over glass is evidence of a deeper relationship issue. Cue the dramatic music and the close-up shots of his tear-filled eyes. He's like a storm chaser, but instead of tornadoes, he's tracking arguments. Any hint of calm is like a red flag to a bull. He'll find something to argue about, even if it's just the weather. "Why didn't you tell me it was going to rain?" he'll demand, as if you're the Weather Channel. He's a magnet for conflict, attracting drama like a moth to a flame. You suggest going out for dinner, and suddenly he's embroiled in an argument with the waiter about the specials. "I can't believe they don't have gluten-free options," he'll huff, as if it's a personal insult to his digestive system. He's allergic to tranquility. You try to have a quiet night in, and before you know it, he's picked a fight over the remote control. "I wanted to watch," he'll pout, as if missing one episode is a crime against humanity. His drama addiction leaves you feeling like you're living in a constant state of chaos. Every day is a roller coaster ride of emotions, with him at the controls. You're not just dating him, you're starring in your own twisted version of. As a Sigma female, you value peace and stability in your life. The drama magnet's penchant for chaos is like nails on a chalkboard to your calm, collected nature. You're not looking for someone who thrives on conflict. You're looking for someone who brings harmony and balance to your life. So, while he might seem exciting and passionate at first, remember, you're not auditioning for a role in a daytime soap opera. You deserve someone who can handle life's ups and downs without turning every bump in the road into a major production. Leave the drama magnet to his theatrics, and find someone who knows how to keep life interesting without turning it into a 3-act play. Number 3. The gaslighter. Ladies, he's the guy who could convince you that the sky is green and that you're colorblind. Dating him is like living in an alternate reality where you're always wrong and he's always right. Every disagreement with him is a masterclass in manipulation. You say, "I saw you talking to her." He responds, "That never happened. You must be imagining things." Suddenly, you're questioning your memory like it's a faulty hard drive. He's so confident in his denials that you start to wonder if you've slipped into a parallel universe where facts are optional. He's got a knack for twisting your words until you can't even recognize them. You mention that you're upset about something he did, and by the end of the conversation, you're apologizing for bringing it up. "I can't believe you don't trust me," he says, flipping the script so smoothly you'd think he wrote it. His ability to turn every situation around is like watching a magician pull a rabbit out of a hat. Confusing and kind of infuriating. You might say, "You promised you'd help with the chores." He replies, "I never said that. You must be hearing things." Now, you're questioning your sanity over a pile of unwashed dishes. He's so good at gaslighting he should have his own reality distortion field. He makes you doubt your own feelings. "I feel hurt when you ignore me," you say. "You're just being too sensitive," he retorts, as if your emotions are the real problem. Soon, you're second-guessing your reactions, wondering if maybe, just maybe, he's right, and you're the overly emotional one. Every time you try to stand your ground, he moves the goalposts. He'll tell you something one day and deny it the next. "You're imagining things," he insists, making you feel like you're trapped in a psychological thriller where the plot keeps changing. As a Sigma female, you rely on your strong sense of reality and self. The gaslighter's constant denial of your perceptions is designed to undermine that, making you question everything you know to be true. His manipulations are exhausting, turning every conversation into a battle for your sanity. So while he might seem charming and persuasive at first, remember you're not in a courtroom defending your reality. You deserve someone who respects your perspective and doesn't play mind games. Leave the gaslighter in his twisted world and find someone who values honesty and mutual understanding. Now, ladies, if you're loving this journey through the dating world and want more insights, advice, and a good laugh along the way, make sure to subscribe to the Queenly Quest channel. It's your one-stop shop for all things Sigma female, packed with tips, stories, and guidance to help you navigate life with confidence and style. Join a community where your independence and strength are celebrated every day. At number 4, the traditionalist, Queens. He's the guy who thinks the 1950s were the golden age of relationships and women should be seen but not heard. Dating him is like stepping into a time machine and realizing you forgot your poodle skirt and pearls. He's got a rule book thicker than a phone book, and he's not afraid to enforce it. "Women belong in the kitchen," he declares, as if it's still the era of black and white TV and rotary phones. You suggest splitting household chores, and he looks at you like you just suggested sacrificing his firstborn. He's the king of double standards. He expects you to look like a pin-up model while he lounges on the couch in his sweatpants, crumbs scattered like confetti around him. "A lady should always look her best," he says, conveniently forgetting that a gentleman should too. He's got a list of expectations longer than your CVS receipt. You should cook, clean, and cater to his every whim, all while looking like a Stepford wife. Meanwhile, he'll bring home the bacon, but forget about him helping fry it up in a pan. His idea of a romantic gesture is opening the door for you, but don't expect him to actually hold it open long enough for you to walk through. He's allergic to anything that challenges his worldview. You suggest going Dutch on a date, and he looks at you like you just asked him to juggle flaming swords. "That's not how it's done," he says, as if he's the arbiter of all relationship norms. His rigid beliefs about gender roles clash with your independent, nonconformist nature like oil and water. You're not here to play June Cleaver to his ward. You're here to forge your own path and live life on your own terms. The traditionalists' outdated views might have worked in the era of sock hops and soda fountains, but in the 21st century, they're as relevant as a flip phone. As a Sigma female, you're not interested in playing by someone else's rules. The traditionalists' insistence on sticking to outdated gender roles is a direct affront to your independence and autonomy. You're not looking for a partner who sees you as an accessory to his life. You're looking for someone who sees you as an equal and respects your individuality. So while he might seem charming and chivalrous at first, remember, you're not auditioning for a role-in. You deserve someone who values your independence and supports your dreams, not someone who wants to turn back the clock to a time when women were expected to smile and nod. Leave the traditionalist to his nostalgia and find someone who's ready to embrace the future with you, poodle skirt optional. Number 5, the insecure boy. He's the guy who thinks every man within a 5-mile radius is a potential threat. Dating him is like having a second shadow that's always suspicious and never leaves your side. His low self-esteem turns even the smallest interactions into federal cases. A casual chat with a male colleague? He's convinced it's a covert plot to steal you away. "Who was that?" he demands, eyes narrowing like a detective in a noir film. You could be talking to your dentist, and he'd still be suspicious. He's the king of the jealous text message. You're out with friends, and your phone buzzes every 5 minutes. "Where are you? Who are you with? When are you coming home?" It's like having a clingy pet, but instead of cute meows, you get endless interrogations. His texts read like the script of a bad detective show. All questions, no trust. His possessiveness isn't limited to your social life. He has opinions on everything, your clothes, your friends, even your hobbies. "Do you really need to go to the gym?" he asks, as if your Zumba class is a hotbed of infidelity. "I just don't want other guys looking at you," he says, but really, he just can't handle the thought of you being independent. He constantly needs reassurance, and not in the cute, tell me I'm handsome way. He needs you to prove your loyalty 24/7. "Do you love me?" becomes a daily question, and your enthusiastic yes never seems to be enough. It's like trying to fill a bottomless pit with compliments. Every disagreement is a threat to his fragile ego. If you criticize him, even constructively, he takes it as a personal attack. "You don't understand how hard it is for me," he pouts, turning every argument into a pity party for one. Instead of resolving issues, you end up comforting him, leaving your own concerns unaddressed. His insecurity turns your life into a series of compromises. You stop doing things you enjoy just to keep the peace. Hanging out with friends becomes a diplomatic negotiation. Wearing your favorite dress? Forget about it. His constant need for validation and control suffocates your freedom and drains your energy. As a Sigma female, you cherish your independence and need a partner who supports and trusts you. The insecure boy's jealousy and possessiveness are the exact opposite of what you need. His low self-esteem isn't just his problem. It becomes yours too, overshadowing your relationship. So, while he might seem sweet and needy at first, remember you're not his therapist. You deserve someone who's confident and secure, not someone who sees your freedom as a threat. Leave the insecure boy to his own insecurities and find someone who can stand by your side without holding you back. Number 6, the chronic cheater. Queens. This guy treats loyalty like it's an outdated fashion trend. For him, sticking to one partner is as challenging as sticking to a diet during the holidays. When you first meet him, he seems charming and attentive. He knows all the right things to say and does all the right things to sweep you off your feet. But soon enough, his phone starts buzzing at odd hours, and he's got more friends than a social media influencer. "She's just a friend," he says. But you've never met a friend who sends heart emojis at midnight. Every time you catch him, he's got an excuse that's shakier than a Jenga tower in an earthquake. "It meant nothing," he pleads. But if it meant nothing, why does it keep happening? He'll promise to change, swear this time will be different, and for a while it might seem like he's serious. But just when you start to relax, he's back to his old tricks, sneaking around like a cat burglar in a rom-com. He's a master of the art of apology, flowers, tearful confessions, the works. But behind those crocodile tears, there's a guy who's more committed to his thrill-seeking than to you. His pattern is predictable: betrayal, apology, temporary good behavior, and then right back to square one. It's like being on a never-ending roller coaster, but without the fun. You deserve a partner who values trust and loyalty, not someone who treats them like optional extras. A chronic cheater's lack of respect isn't just hurtful, it's exhausting. You spend more time playing detective than enjoying the relationship. He says he loves you, but his actions scream otherwise. If you're a Sigma female, you're not here for the drama. You have better things to do than track his whereabouts like a private investigator. He might be fun and exciting at first, but his infidelity and lack of intention to change are the ultimate deal breakers. So while he might have a way with words and a smile that could melt butter, remember, a relationship should be a safe haven, not a battlefield of betrayal. Let the chronic cheater chase his thrills elsewhere while you find someone who knows the true meaning of loyalty. Number 7. The financial leech. Queens. Dating him feels like adopting an overgrown teenager. He's always got an elaborate excuse for why he can't chip in. I'm between jobs, he says, but somehow he's been between jobs for the last 6 months. He's got big dreams, always talking about his next big thing, but right now, his only real job seems to be draining your wallet. Every date ends with you picking up the tab. I forgot my wallet, he says for the 3rd time this week. You cover rent, groceries, and even his Netflix subscription, while he lounges on the couch, binge-watching the latest series. Your paycheck disappears faster than socks in a dryer, and he's always there with a hand out, but never a hand up. When it's time to talk about finances, he suddenly becomes an expert in dodging questions. Money isn't everything, he says, conveniently overlooking that it is when it's your money he's spending. His contribution to the household is always just around the corner, but that corner is on a never-ending block. You buy him clothes because, let's face it, he hasn't bought new ones since college. You fund his hobbies because he just needs a little help to get started. Yet when you need support, he's as elusive as a unicorn. Trying to get him to contribute is like trying to squeeze water from a stone. It's not happening. As a Sigma female, you value your independence and hard work. The financial leech takes advantage of this, seeing your success as his personal piggy bank. He's great at playing the victim, always needing help, but never offering it in return. You deserve a partner who matches your effort, not one who drains your resources while giving nothing back. So, while he might be charming and always have a sob story ready, remember, you're not his ATM. It's time to pull the plug on the financial leech and save your hard-earned cash for someone who truly values you and knows how to pick up a check once in a while. And there you have it, Queens. We've journeyed through the highs and lows of the dating world, unearthing the types of men that a Sigma female should steer clear of, like a ship avoiding rocky shores. But fear not, for armed with knowledge and a healthy dose of self-respect, our Sigma female viewers are now equipped to navigate the tumultuous waters of love with confidence and grace. Remember, finding the right partner isn't just about avoiding the wrong ones. It's about embracing the journey, learning from our experiences, and never settling for anything less than we deserve. So, as you venture forth into the world of romance, may you tread lightly, laugh often, and above all, stay true to yourself. Here's to a future filled with love, laughter, and a happily ever after worthy of a Sigma female's extraordinary spirit. Cheers to love, my friends, and may your hearts be forever free. Thanks for watching, Queens. See you at our next one. Bye for now, and God bless.